Okay, we are entering the Chesapeake Bay, one of the largest bay entrances, I believe, in the United States. So one of the amazing characteristics of the Chesapeake Bay is the underwater bridge, which I never even knew existed until now. So my geography and my ability to understand things is growing rapidly. Okay, so if you look ahead, and we'll try to get stuff obviously closer as we're going, these incredibly large vessels are able to cross over this bridge by going over it versus under it. So as we get closer, you'll be able to see both sides of the bridge exist. There's the side, there's the center where a large cargo vessel's going, and here's the other side of the bridge. Looks like Coast Guard is definitely actively out checking weather patterns and trying to give people the most updated information for the storms ahead. Okay, so we made this little stop down a place that is off of the Potomac, and this is actually called Mary's River.
St. Mary's River.
So this is cute, just a little inlet. We were going to tour a historic site, but apparently it was a boat, and they built the historic boat here, but then they launched it and the boat did not remain here. But anyway, we're going to take off out of here and go back up this little St. Mary's River to the Potomac, and then head back down a little bit on the Potomac to realign with the Chesapeake Bay to take us to Annapolis. So we should be there by tonight or tomorrow morning.
We are on the last leg of our sail from Charleston, South Carolina to Annapolis, Maryland. We actually anchored in Chesapeake Bay here last night just because we didn't want to sail through the evening. And I've currently got about 5 knots of wind, and we're going about 4.3 knots over ground. Current's pushing us. We got the mainsail and we've got the Genoa up, and we are mostly on a broad reach, but almost on a run. And we were for a little while there going faster than the wind because of the current pushing us. And the thing I can't understand is how our sails are full, but they are. So since we're still under 10 knots of wind, I'm going to put the Genoa away and I'm going to get the code 0 out and see if that doesn't help us a little bit more. Although I have to admit our wind is now up to 8 knots, so I'll probably be putting the code 0 back away. So you can see the top of the sail. Boy, that sail is huge. So here's our mainsail. Gotta get our stack pack changed still. And here is our current flying head sail, the Code Zero. Code Zero, if I really tightened it down, would go within 10 feet of the back of the boat, 15 feet there. So it is just enormous. And Annapolis is that way. It is amazing to me that the Chesapeake Bay is so huge. We can see land on both sides, but just barely. And let's see. Oh yeah, it's a fantastic day.
What happened? Tried Mom's car.
Oh. Navy bagels. Are you sure you're good? Yeah. I will take this if you're going to carry this.
How about you take this and I'll carry the bag?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, babe. Let's go. We got a sign. Let's do it. The car is the most epic thing that's ever been invented in the history of anything. It's like a stroller for a baby, okay? Just saying.
It's pretty awesome.
Ooh, that's a big spider. Morning.
Right now? Nice. Are you on hyper smooth?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see it.
Don't run off the gas there. Thank you.
Grocery day. Half-hour walk from where we landed with our dinghy, or our tender. And so we've got this walk today is, like I said, about a half hour. It's actually a pretty nice walk. We've got sidewalk the entire way to the grocery store. And as you can see, we've got our pull cart, which is loaded. We actually had it loaded fuller than this before, but this is a pretty good load. And we've got the girls carrying a couple items. Mary's got a bag on her back. I've got my backpack. And the trick, I think, is to really just get the cold items last, so they stay cold in the cold bags, so we can get them loaded back on the boat. We're in downtown Annapolis, historic Annapolis. You can see one of the buildings up there. Really very beautiful area. Very beautiful.
dinghied into Annapolis, Maryland, and we will get shots of the boats on the way out, but I have never seen so many boats in my entire life. You can tell this is the place to be during hurricane season. There's absolutely no hint of anybody being concerned about hurricanes. And shout out to my best girl, Jenny Hops. We got a whole sea of guys in white.
All right. So you're walking somebody.
Okay.
You got lucky that there's a spot left.
Scarface is the name of the boat. All right, well, we've got everything down here and back around. There's a Chipotle. There's all kinds of stuff.
Let's go that way first.
You good? Okay, well, here, stay with me. Let's go down here.
Oh my gosh, look at those cars.
Yeah, look at this town. It's beautiful. This probably goes into the college town.
We're in my state now.
All right, so I'm gonna get one more shot here of the townie, and I'll probably shut it down for a little while here while we're walking around. This is
See
crazy.
what I did? What kind of knot I tied?
Get over there, Shane.
Let's go back to that street and then turn and go the other way.
Right on the corner. Very cool. There's a shot of the street. Going down this end. We're gonna go to the visitor center, I think, or we'll figure out what's next. County Hall is being renovated and construction. We're on a circle right now of Old Town. Looks like that's the old church. We'll walk around it.
You could Google and figure out where that's at.
These are pretty. All kinds of stuff. I don't know what's down this chute. It's probably more town stuff, but we go around this way. We'll be going back. You gonna cross or you going straight down, babe?
Straight.
Okay, I'll follow you.
It's a bird. I found a bird. It's not actually a bird. Just two of these little flying seeds together. Watch him fly.
Oh,
He's sticky.
missed the flying part, but lots of houses being renovated. Lots of brownstone looking life here down this little. We're going from one part of a Labor Day sidewalk event to the other, but we're crossing through a neighborhood to get there, so it's kind of county-ish, kind of cool. Here's a big renovation going on here. This whole side is being redone, resided, everything. Oh, I bet it's going to be beautiful. I was at a wedding. What are you doing here?
Hi, Eve.
Right there.
Right where?
Aww, so cute. A wedding in a little town like that, St. Anne's Parish.
Not exactly a little town.
Okay.
Put it on your wrist.
Okay, honey.
So this way.
Okay, here we are. We're leaving our little place where we've dinghied. Say hello to everybody. Hello, hello. We just had dinner. We've walked around all day in this beautiful little area, and it's been super fun. We pet puppies. We saw people. Now I will show you on the way out, since we could not show you on the way in, the absolute sick number of boats that are here. It's insane. When they say that people come to the Chesapeake Bay area to outrun hurricane season who are on boats, they are not kidding. I've never seen so many boats in my entire life. Okay, so here we'll give you a fancy restaurants, expensive restaurants.
Tomorrow when we come in, are we going to get a water taxi?
Maybe if we come in. We haven't decided if we're coming in here to grocery shop or if we're going to go ahead and move on. But all these areas are docks. There's boat taxis. more things to do. Restaurants. Again, lots of people dinghying or sport boating like us, but then you've got lots of big boats. And you haven't even seen the open field yet. That's great. That was Lady Sarah.
Is that Lady Sarah?
Yep. Knocking this guy right out of the water right here for some reason. Oh, he's pulling out. Okay. Lady Sarah is honking because she is pulling out. Here's a restaurant here. Looks like a good one. There's Daddy. There's Midas Touch, babe. There's lots of kids. There's people just docked, sitting on their boats. They come here, they dock, they can get restaurants, they sit. This is just look at all these on the side. It's just a sick amount of people. Docked, dinghied, anchored, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and she's a home boat. Lady Sarah belongs here, Annapolis, Maryland. Look at that. It's her home base, too, Annapolis. There's a Caribbean girl. Annapolis. Here comes a harbor queen. Here goes a dinghy that just got a taxi, water taxi, just got his butt kicked with that wake. Look at this big clean boat right here. Okay, then along the side here are docks. But then all out here, these are all anchorages. These are called mooring balls. The balls, as you can see, all of them attached to. These are all moored boats. I've never seen such a collection of moored boats ever. Yep.